Howdy everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown tutorial, and today's tutorial deals with the wizard archetype, the School of Necromancy. Now, your wizard baseline class in D&D 5e is really strong, just like it is in all of the other D&D editions. You're going to get a whole array and a whole multitude of spells and develop quite an arsenal from spell level 1 to spell level 9, as you can see, with a multitude of spells in between. You're going to get the same universal proficiency bonus, just like every other class in Dungeons & Dragons 5e. It'll go from 2 to 6. And that also affects your spell casting attack and your spell save DC for the wizard. Now, you're also going to get some features, which Arcane Recovery is a nice one. That allows you to get back some spell slots. You will also get your ability score improvements, which allow you to raise your ability scores or take an optional feat if your dungeon master, he or she, allows you. You will also get spell mastery and later on signature spell. Now, you're also going to see that at level 2, you get to choose an arcane tradition. Now, there's a lot of different archetypes or arcane traditions for the wizard. They basically cover every type of magic from evocation, transmutation, divination, and this is the School of Necromancy. And it's nice because you can choose this at level 2 instead of some of the other classes having to wait till level 3 to obtain their class archetype. So, the School of Necromancy. The School of Necromancy explores the cosmic forces of life, death, and undeath. As you focus your studies in this tradition, you learn to manipulate the energy that animates all living things. As you progress, you learn to sap the life from a creature as your magic destroys its body, transforming that vital energy into magical power that you can then manipulate. Most people see necromancers as menacing or even villainous due to the close association with death. Not all necromancers are evil, but the forces they manipulate are considered taboo by many societies. So the School of Necromancy is straightforward. You're going to be dealing with the undead. You're going to control minions, which is a very nice addition to the already strong wizard base class. So let's start looking at the School of Necromancy. So when you do choose this school, you will gain several class features that stack on top of everything else at level 2. So first you'll get Necromancy Savant, and this is where the golden time you must spend to copy a necromancy spell into your spellbook is halved. So usually, normally, if you find a tomb, another wizard's spellbook, or maybe a scroll of a particular spell, you can now scribe those into your spellbook. Well, the rules, the mechanics state that each level of that spell requires 50 gold worth of components and 2 hours of time per level of the spell. So, Necromancy Savant cuts the time and the cost in half for necromancy spells only. Now, just remember, necromancy spells only. So, if you found that, first level necromancy spell, then now it's only going to cost you 25 gold in components and 1 hour instead of 50 gold and 2 hours. So it's really nice. You just got to make sure that they're necromancy spells, and all of the spells are labeled in the spell section. Next, you will get also at level 2 when you choose this archetype is Grim Harvest. And this is where you gain the ability to reap life energy from creatures you kill with your spells. So, once per turn, when you kill one or more creatures with a spell of first level or higher, you will regain hit points equal to twice the spell's level, or 3 times its level if the spell belongs to the School of Necromancy. Now, you will not gain this benefit if you kill constructs or undead. So basically, any spell, it cannot be a cantrip, first level or higher. Say you kill one creature, or if it's an area of effect spell, you kill multiple creatures, you will gain hit points double the value of the spell. So if you use a 4th level spell, you will get back 8 hit points no matter if you killed 1 or more creatures. So you're not going to stack 4 up for every creature you kill. It's not going to work like that. So you're going to get 4 hit points back per spell level. So seeing that 2 hit points per spell level. So if you use that 4th level spell, you'll get 8 hit points back. Now, if that spell was a School of Necromancy spell, then you're going to triple it, and then you'll get back 12 hit points. So it's really nice. Grim Harvest can definitely be a get-out-of-jail card free when you need some life. Next, at level 6, you will get Undead Thralls, which is a great addition to the School of Necromancy. This Undead Thrall is where you add the Animate Dead to your spellbook if it is not already there. Now, I'm also assuming this will not count as part of your memorized spells. It doesn't say that it does, and it doesn't say that it doesn't. So I would figure that it probably would not count against your daily pool of spells. It would probably act like a domain spell for like maybe the Paladin, Cleric, or Druid class. Now, when you cast Animate Dead, you can now target 1 additional corpse of Pile of Bones, or creating another zombie as appropriate. So usually Animate Dead will allow you to create a zombie or a skeleton. So Undead Thrall will now allow you to do 2 instead of 1. So, and you'll be able to control those with the same bonus action every round, which is really nice. Now, there are some benefits to Undead Thralls also. So whenever you create your undead using the Necromancy spell, it has the following benefits, meaning your undead minions. Your undead minions, your zombies, and your skeletons, their hit point maximum will be increased by an equal amount to your wizard level. So you'll just take whatever they have. In the player's handbook in the back, there's a section of summoned creatures, and also in the monster manual you can see those stats. Now, if you're level 10, you will add 10 hit points to whatever the skeleton or the zombie has. Pretty straightforward. Now, the creature will also add your proficiency bonus to its weapon damage roll. So if you are level 10, I believe that your proficiency bonus will probably be around a 4. So you will add that proficiency level, whatever level it is for level 10, you'll add that to the damage. So it's pretty nice. Not to the to hit, because that will already be calculated in to that creature for its stats. You'll just add your proficiency bonus to the damage. So Undead Thralls adds nice little perks to your summoned undead minions. Now, next you will get Inured to Undeath, and this you're going to obtain at level 10, and this is where you have resistance to necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum cannot be reduced. So resistance in Dungeons and Dragons works like this. If you have resistance for a typical spell type of damage, then it is halved. So if you get hit with necrotic damage, you will only take half damage. For instance, if you get hit for 25, then you'll take half rounded down, which would be 12. Now, also, another perk to Inured to Undeath is your hit point maximum cannot be reduced. A lot of undead, well, not a lot, some undead creatures, both in the monster manual and the other campaign settings, do have the ability to temporarily drain your hit points down. Inured to Undeath is going to prevent that. Your max hit points cannot be reduced. Now, you have spent so much time dealing with undead and the forces that animate them that you have become inured to some of their worst effects, meaning the drains, the life drains. I believe it's the Wraith or the Wight they get to do that. So Inured to Death, really nice. You gain resistance to necrotic damage. Now, the last thing that you will get at level 14 is Command Undead. And Command Undead can work for you or against you. So what Command Undead does is it allows you to use magic to bring undead under your control, even those created by other wizards. As an action, you can choose one undead creature that you can see within 60 feet of you, and that creature is going to make a charisma saving throw against your wizard spell save DC. Now, if the charisma saving throw succeeds for that undead creature, then you cannot use Command Undead again on that creature. But if that charisma saving throw fails, then that undead creature will become friendly to you and will obey your commands until you use Command Undead again. Now, there's a couple things that you need to take into consideration here while using Command Undead. Everything seems great so far. All you have to do is, fail a charisma saving throw. Now, if the intelligence on that undead is of an 8 or higher, their intelligence, then that creature will have advantage on the saving throw. So that's not very high. So they're going to get advantage. Now, there's also another layer that's even added on top of that. Say, for instance, you are actually able to Command Undead on something that has a 12 intelligence or higher, and it fails the saving throw. Now, if it fails, it failed with advantage. And after every hour, that creature with a 12 intelligence or higher is going to get to do another charisma saving throw with advantage at the end of every hour. So it's eventually going to break free from Command Undead. So, Command Undead can be good, but just make sure you're not charming the smartest tools in the shed, if you know what I mean. And even with an 8 intelligence, that's not, that's basically the bottom of the barrel as it is. So, all right, there's everything that deals with the School of Necromancy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. So thank you very much. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want to try one of these School of Necromancy Wizards, feel free to check out my website at tabletopping.net. There will also be a link down below for the wizards. I have 840 character sheets from level 1 to level 20, all D&D 5e, every class, every archetype. You can download these character sheets, which are on 3-page PDF formats. Download them to your PC, print them out, download them to your tablet, your phone, and enjoy. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you next time.